Hey, this is Mike from All That Remains, and you're watching MPJ.
Don't touch me, I don't wanna feel your skin. I know that you're only gonna hurt me. I hear you, I don't wanna do it again. Cause we both know this is not a passing train.
Mike, thanks for joining us today. You guys are out on the Jägermeister Tour with Buck Cherry, Hell Yeah, The Damned Things. It's like ending right now, like you guys only have a few more shows and then you're not doing the very last few, right?
Yeah, I've got dropping out the last 3 to go to Australia.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Have you guys played Australia yet?
Yeah, this will be our second time. It's the same. We did the same festival 2 years ago, 2009. So, second time doing sound waving.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because it's like there's summer over there right now.
Yeah,
right?
thank God. I'm so excited. That's the best part. Besides the 20-something hours of flying it takes to get there. Oh God, I can't wait for that weather.
And then what do you guys do after that?
On the way home from Australia, we're doing 2 shows in Japan, Osaka and Tokyo. And after that, we get like a month off, which is awesome. And then God, I think from April to June, we're gonna be like pretty packed with. There's gonna be a bunch more stuff in America in April and May, and then we're gonna go back to Europe to do festivals in June again. We just did Europe in December, but we're going back to do we're gonna do Russia again for the second time, and just a bunch of the festivals that we've already done and some new ones too. We're doing Download for the first time in England, which I'm very excited about. We've been wanting to do that for years and years. We never have, so it's our first time.
That festival looks amazing.
It looks pretty awesome. I'm always like, why are we not playing this festival? So I'm excited to do it this year.
Excellent. You said you're doing Japan and then Russia. Have you ever? You said you played in Russia before.
Yeah, we did Moscow. We're doing Moscow and St. Petersburg this time. So 2 shows in Russia.
Is that kind of crazy when you're like in that area, or?
Yeah. Well, the first time we played Moscow, the guy who picked us up at the airport, I was pretty much certain was going to kill us in the van on the ride to the hotel.
Oh no.
So I was like, cool, I'm going to die in Russia. That's a bummer. So we made it alive though, and we played. It's a weird place. The show was unbelievable. Some of the coolest fans I've ever met in my life. But outside of it, like when I would go into a store or something, I had some guy follow me around a convenience store like I was a criminal. Just walk with me through everything I looked through, then walk me to the door while I paid, then walk me out, like followed me everywhere I went. I was just like, all right.
Did they give you like an interpreter when you're in there too, or?
The people at the club there's definitely people at the club that can speak English and take care of whatever we got to take care of. As far as outside, it's like it's a little rough to get food and stuff. The language barrier is the biggest pain in the ass about touring anywhere outside of or anywhere that they don't speak English. So we're not like European people are just smarter than us, and they all know like 4 languages, which is I'm very jealous of that. American people, you go anywhere if they're not speaking English, you're screwed. So, and that's the way I am. I go anywhere, I'm just like, every time I go to Europe, everybody I meet speaks 9 different languages. I'm like, wow, okay, I'm an idiot.
No, but they're countries. It's like us going to different states, isn't it? So you'd have to learn.
Yeah, I guess different countries are closer together, so it kind of has to happen for them. So that makes me feel better about myself. Thanks.
You're welcome. And you guys released a new album in October for We Are Many. It's been doing really good, received very well. And your current single is Hold On, but you guys recently shot a new video.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little about that?
That video's been out for a little bit. We just did it while we were at home. We did it in Massachusetts, which is very rare to do a video. But that one was pretty easy. We just shot another one in Chicago on this tour for a song called The Last Time, which will be the next single eventually. And it was cool. We did it like 40 stories up in this like office building that was like out of business. It's just really cool, like Chicago skyline behind us. It was really cool. So we should be seeing a rough cut of it pretty soon. But that's the next single. The Hold On video is just kind of like one of those like you're in a room and they're blowing fans and trash at you while you're playing and make you look like a rock star.
Trash, yes.
And then a bunch of actors that did some separate stuff, and I don't understand the storyline at all. I never even read the treatment.
Oh no.
I'm one of those people. So what was the concept of the video? I'm just like, I fake played for 10 hours in a room, and then they edited a bunch of stuff into it, and I don't get it.
When you fake play, do you still like, because I don't think I could do it without still doing part of it? Just not plugged in, or how do you?
We're not plugged in at all. We just.
No, but do you still like play even though it's not plugged in? Or?
Oh, we're playing it the real way.
Yeah.
Actually, with the last time it was funny because I didn't know that Ollie recorded most of that song in the studio and we haven't played it live yet. So I had to learn it so I could fake play it correctly.
Do you play it live now then? Or?
Not yet, no. Probably not when we start touring again in April, we'll probably start throwing it. So we have to rehearse it. So we haven't had time to rehearse. We played like 100 shows in the last 4 months.
Yeah.
Like literally 100.
Yeah, you guys been right going, bam, bam, bam. You said that you shot that in Chicago. Was that when you guys were all snowed in from this tour?
Yeah, we did it. It was a Sunday in Chicago, a day off. We did it, and then Monday we played in Peoria, Illinois. And that day we got the storm there, and we played Monday night, and we were in Peoria until like Friday morning.
Wow.
We just sat in a hotel, which it was the nicest hotel we've ever had, which was cool. But it was definitely 2 shows. There was a day off anyways, and 2 more shows got canceled. So there's 3 days of absolutely nothing in a hotel room, plus the show in Peoria, which was surprisingly good because the weather was horrendous that day too. So it was good. We were in Peoria for 4 days, which is 3.5 days longer than anyone really needs to be there.
What did you do? What did you do? Like, what, you just sat in the room, really, what did you do?
We had a great exercise room. We got a lot of exercise while I was there. There was a bunch of restaurants around the hotel, which was really good, so I got to just eat a lot of food. It was literally people just on their computers. Okay, and then who's going to eat? Go to eat. I'm going to go to the exercise room. That was it.
Eat and exercise.
That was it, yeah. Go work out for an hour. Go ruin it.
Well, it justifies it, right?
Yeah, me and Jeannie did a lot of that. Me and her would go in there and do like an hour of cardio, and then we'd go to TGI Fridays and just order everything just covered in Jack Daniel's sauce, and it was awesome.
I've heard too, like in some of the interviews they've done, where you say how you guys all have your own kind of thing, like outside of here, a lot of you guys are very different in your personalities.
Yeah.
How does that work as a band? Like, is it just that you guys draw everything into one central place to me, or does it bring a little fiction, and that's how you get some of that aggression in your music, or?
Do you mean musically? Or just like general, just personality dynamics?
Both, because I would imagine being with a band and being on tour with them in a nice confined space, eventually.
Yeah. The personality clashing, that was a learning process, but you know, we've had a lot of members. And like bass players and drummers mostly. We finally had the same lineup for 4 years. But we're all older now, so it's you know, everybody's not as not as immature. We don't really snap at each other for really dumb things anymore. Everybody gets along fine.
Right.
The music thing, that's when the arguing starts.
Yeah.
When we're in a room trying to write a song and 5 different people want 5 different things, and we're trying to get everybody to like one thing in a song. It's just like, So we were writing the record at the beginning of last year. It was just like certain days everyone was just like really good. You can just tell like the vibe was cool, everyone's in a good mood, and things are flowing nicely, and we're all agreeing. And there's certain days where just like certain people aren't having it, and you're just like, people start snapping at each other. Well, that part sounds gay, and you're gay.
But you're gonna have that tension, but that's what makes good music.
Yeah. We had a lot more time this time, which was cool. So we had a lot of time to pick through it and take it apart and put it back together. So that was cool.
And you guys brought back Adam from Killswitch Engage to produce that.
Yeah, we love Adam. He's a good friend of ours, and he lives around us. So we hate when we have to travel to record.
Yeah.
We travel so much when we're not recording. So
yes,
to do the record in 20 minutes from our house is really cool. Because last time we did our last one, Overcomes in Florida, and kind of holed up in a hotel room I was there for a month. Phil was there for 10 weeks. It was terrible. So it was cool working with Jason and stuff, but in Florida it's cool. You know, it's nice, but you know, just when you're not traveling, touring, you want to stay home. So it's nice to do it with Adam. We just like Adam's stuff. He was available, so back to him.
Now, you've had different producers over the years. Is it easier having a producer that's also a musician that travels and understands like the big picture? Like, yes, you're making an album, but then eventually you have to do that live too.
Yeah.
Does that help with some of the equation too, or?
It definitely does. With everything, with Adam, he tours, he plays like every instrument. He's just has an amazing mind for this kind of music. So it's just with him, it's just really cool. Every little thing, just the stuff he thinks of, you just never think of it. It's a little small stuff that seems obvious, and then he comes out with it, and you're like, oh wow. Like, how did I not think of that, you know? But
Right.
his mind for music and stuff, and he, like you said, with the touring and stuff like that, he, you know, overproduce. Every record now is kind of overproduced. It's like the law to overproduce albums, and nobody can really pull off everything live. But you gotta definitely find a balance. You want the song to sound like the song live. Those bands there's a lot of bands that do records, and you go see them live, and it's just like, are you kidding me? So we definitely don't want to do that. So, you know, he knows how to find a balance to make it very like robotic and sounding and stuff, but at the same time we can actually pull it off.
Right.
We're going to be on tour all year, and the internet thing, when you Google the name and it says tour dates, you click on that, and it gives us it goes everywhere we're playing all year. So that's basically my plug for the year, because we're not recording or writing or anything this year. It's just going to be all touring. So if you do want to come see us and you're complaining that we didn't come to your town and we were there 3 days earlier, look on the internet, because they tell you where we're going. So that's my plug.
Now, do you do your own tweet, like on the Twitter or the MySpace or whatever?
Oh yeah. Me and Phil are terrible. We're just bad people, but we find a balance.
They're funny. They're entertaining. So
you can't just like just bad days. It's like, oh, I gotta keep my like phone out of my hands. There's certain days I'm in such bad moods. I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna put what I'm thinking online right now because it's bad. Phil puts everything he's thinking online, so he gets all the hate mail, and then he gets the good mail too. But people are sensitive sometimes. I don't take the internet very seriously, so when I put something crappy up, it's usually because I'm joking, but people still get mad. But it's definitely our own. We're not superstars or anything. We don't have assistants running our Twitters for us. So our Facebooks and all that crap, it's all run by us. We sit around and bust all day, just give us something to do.
Very well.
Hotel rooms when you're snowed in Peoria.
That's a lot of Twitter and Facebook on those days. Watch TV, watch Jersey Shore, and just tweet about it the whole time. That's what we do.
Speaking of Jersey, even though it's not Jersey Shore, but I saw your tweet too where Sebastian Bach was there.
That was awesome.
Awesome. Did he end up, because I saw that you asked him to come play, did he get your tweet?
No, he sent me, he's posted he was coming to the show to see Hell Yeah. So I sent him one that said, I'm in the band before, and I was like, sorry when I meet you if I'm fanboy, because I love you. And I've been worshiping that guy since I was 10.
Yeah.
And he actually responded, and he knew the band. I didn't say what band I was in. He goes, oh no, he goes, All That Remains kicks ass. Congrats on all your success. I can't wait to see you guys tonight. And I was like, that's the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. And we were playing, and sure enough, 3 songs into the set, Phil tapped me on the shoulder and points over the side of the stage. And just a big, giant, blonde rock star. He's like 6'5" or something. He's just gigantic.
Yeah.
He's just standing there, kind of rocking out to us, and I was like, oh, I'm freaking out. I was freaking out, and then we ended the song, and I looked over at him. I was like, you gonna sing? And he just goes, I don't know the songs. So he didn't come up and sing, but
so Sebastian, next time get ready.
He said he's gonna learn the songs. So he does his homework next time. I'm gonna force him to come out there. I got to meet him after, and he was like, "Oh, we met on Twitter." And I was like, "Yeah, weird, huh?" That dude from that metal show, the host, was there.
Yeah.
He kind of popped in and then just walked away, and I was like, I didn't get a picture. And I was looking all around for the rest of the night for him, and then I left. My friend drove me home that night, and 20 minutes after I left, Jason, our drummer, texted me, "Just got a picture with Sebastian Bach." I'm just like, the dude who cares the least about him in the band. Jason doesn't listen to any of that 80s hair metal. Him and his girlfriend, who's visiting from London right now, she doesn't even know who he is.
Oh no.
They both get pictures with him. I was just like, come on. I got a Skid Row poster on my wall still. Like a 1988 Skid Row poster on my wall. I'm 30 years old. So, yeah, it sucked I didn't get a picture, but it was really cool to just shake his hand and say hello. And he knew actually who we were, so.
Very cool.
Next time. Catch him next time.
Yeah. I'll be bothering him.
Tweet him.
He's following me on Twitter now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, which I thought was really cool also. So next time we're in Jersey, I'll be like, hey, are you just singing? Come on, let's go. We might be playing a show with him in May. Maybe that Rocklahoma thing or something, which would be kind of awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I don't know if we're too heavy for that show, which we probably are, but I'll heckle him that day too.
Yeah, very cool. Maybe he'll invite you up to play with him too.
That would be alright. I learned some stuff real fast.
Very cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Mike from All That Remains. The latest album is For We Are Many. Remember, support your artists and buy their albums. This has been a video edition of Musician Photo Journal.